Even when like we hold hands, like I have to hold his hand.
It's gotten better.
He's like, hold my hand.
Right.
Like even though I want to win a conversation or an argument, I have to let it go from 100 to maybe 70% and consider what he oh my gosh, I'm getting like heated and consider what like I'm like punishing myself.
If you have your own like hard-headed like perspective that you want to go in this one lane, it's not going to work. So I think that we worked on it very quickly is to sort of have two roads combined into one.
Yeah.
Really quickly. He is
So
more.
you're talking about me.
Yeah, I'm talking about you right now.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Unfiltered Couple Show. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Justin.
And today's topic is on...
For singles, how do you know you're ready for a relationship? How to prepare yourself for one, and things we wish we worked on before dating.
This was asked by one of our followers, and we've gotten similar questions, just not even for relationships, but for singles too. So, yeah, this is interesting because we've been there.
Yeah, but it's been a long time since I was single.
But let's just start off with, how do you know you're ready for a relationship? Like, how do you know? Like, what are, from your experience?
I think, excuse me, if you are in a past relationship, right, and you still have feelings for the other person, right, that's not a right time to, look for a relationship. But if you are sort of, you've had your inner thoughts and you're more in tune with yourself and you need a new best friend, right? A new best friend that will be with you every single day, then I think you're ready to, start a relationship. I think that's the best thing about a relationship is being with the person pretty much every day and being able to share everything. It's like having a therapist on emergency dial 24/7.
On steroids.
Yeah, like you don't have to go pay for a therapist. Obviously you don't want to
treat your partner like a therapist, but they're there for you if you have things on your mind.
And like there's a certain point in your relationship where you feel like, you know what? I need more and like more interactions in my life and more exciting things happening in my life. And then you'll know that you're ready for it's a, gut feeling in your heart where you're like, okay, you know what? I think the hardest thing is not that you're ready. I think the hardest thing is getting into a relationship is the hardest thing because it's like you have to actively be searching to be in a relationship. And I think people get lazy on that. Like you have to go on dates. These days with Corona, like I don't even know how dates work.
Well, I know some people, they go to like the park and they just go outside or something just together, not in like really crowded public areas, but just together.
And I think people have priorities, right? If one of your priorities is to go get you a partner in a relationship, then that's probably what you're gonna go do, right? You're gonna probably spend a lot of your time. That means you're committed, right? So you'll know when you're ready for a relationship when your priorities are set to be looking for one first.
Yeah, I
right?
agree with that too. One thing though that you said, like remember you said how you like can be with them every day. Like you don't have to be with them every day. It's just like when you're ready to be with someone, like expect to spend time with each other, like whenever you guys want, so you don't have to be with that person every day. And that goes with like long distance relationships too. Obviously we've never been in a long distance relationship, but you don't have to be with that person every single day. It's
right.
I think more of the communication that just has to be there. But to be ready for a relationship, I really think that, like you said, you have to have your priorities and your goals in life and just have yourself set before bringing another person into your life. And so your purpose in life or even your goals and your the way you want to go in your life. And so that person can not tailor, but kind of put their intentions with your intentions together so you can move forward together, if that makes sense. That was kind of confusing, but yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, like, you won't know if you're in a relationship until you sort of find that person, right? I think that's the most important thing is really no one thinks like they want to be in a relationship, but it's hard to find that person. But when you do find that person, you'll know that you're ready for a relationship, right? And that's the thing about, like, you know, like, quick short dates is like you will never figure out unless you have multiple dates to figure out if that person is really the person to have a relationship with, right? So you have to keep
Sorry.
if
Got a crick in my throat.
got COVID-19.
No.
Okay, anyways, where was I at?
You can't just go on short dates. But
you
like
have to
sometimes
know
like the short
person.
dates, like they might just totally be so rude or something on the first date.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you won't know until you see the person. Until you meet the person and have interactions with the person, you won't know if you're ready for a relationship, I think.
I agree with that, yeah.
So it's like, if you're single and, you know, you're ready to mingle, you know?
I was thinking that too.
If you're ready to mingle, then I think you should just go ahead and go get some dates, right? I mean, I mean, maybe we should talk about like how to date during COVID-19 because we had
we had like
COVID-19.
we did an episode early on about and it's posted how like 5 ideas for a quarantine date.
Oh, did we do that?
Yeah, we did 5 ideas on what to do like during quarantine.
Well, I know, but like
dates.
you don't know the other person might have maybe just go to the park, or like I think you got to go outdoors and stuff. Anyways, that's out of topic. But you just need to go on dates and see if that person is the right person. You'll know, like literally, you'll sit down with them and you'll talk, right? Even for 10 minutes, you know when someone clicks with you. When you meet someone, even randomly at stores, even if it's not the same gender or heterosexual, whatever, right? The moment you meet a person and you start talking to them and you start talking a lot, you'll know that relationship clicks, and that can be a friend. Or
like an example of that was like when I went to Target. Like, remember we went to Target that one night and there was this girl at the checkout line, and her name was Kelsey too. Yeah. Like her name tag said Kelsey, but like we just automatically not like she didn't just check me out like for my something that I bought. I bought like a sweater. I think I actually bought this
sweater.
But I bought it, and she was just like, "Oh my gosh, like I love this sweater. They're so soft." And like I was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, me too." And it was just like her vibe with my vibe was just as bubbly as me.
Right, yeah. So
people say I'm bubbly, but like it just clicked, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I left with you, and I was like, I should have gotten her phone number." You're like, yeah, you should have gotten her phone number too. Like you felt it too. Like she could have been a really good friend.
It's about, that's what I'm saying. You need to meet not a lot of people, but you know, you need to figure out
time to meet people.
Yeah, take the time to meet people.
Come out of your comfort zone.
I mean, you don't even have to. You can just talk to them normally how you would.
Well, if your comfort zone is not like really being out there and talking to people.
I know, but if you meet the right person, you'll open up drastically immediately. You know what I mean?
So like when you meet that person, don't like judge on like the first 10 minutes of your conversation. Like the first 10 minutes might be kind of bad, but you should consider like how nervous they are and jitters, and maybe that's why the conversation isn't really going anywhere, or they're being kind of like having a front with you. So just don't judge on the first few minutes. Give it some time and that person to warm up with you when you do get to like, not even a date, but when you do talk to that person like over the phone or like texting or DMing or whatever.
Yeah, it's all about communication.
And
I think communication is key. Yeah. To give it some time. You might think that person isn't right, but don't be afraid to go on a second date, right? You don't know what you'll experience the more you see that person.
Yeah, unless they're like super like, whether they're like extreme situation, like racist towards you on the first date, or like just very sexist or whatever. Like,
you have morals that you want to keep, and they do too.
You'll know that. Yeah. Like if you feel offended in that way, then obviously that should be the one and only date, and just like nicely put them down.
Okay, so then I think the second part.
So how you know you're ready for a relationship is really just consider where you are at in your life and if you are in the position to bring another person in your life to work together with, basically. So then the next one's just kind of like how to prepare yourself for one. And I think that kind of goes with an easier way to answer that question would be things we wish we worked on before dating. So things that we wish we knew.
You just skipped that question though.
I know, but it kind of goes hand in hand together, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It says how to
prepare yourself for a relationship.
How do you prepare one?
Yeah,
I think we talked about that.
Kind of.
So
yeah,
I
so
think
making sure you know your priorities.
Yeah,
right?
you just want to make sure you know the person, right? You want to prepare by going and seeing as many people as you can and just getting to know them, right? I think it's like you want to think of them as a friend, right? Go meet them not as thinking of a boyfriend, girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Go think of them as meeting a friend, like a new friend, and then start from there. And if you like that person becoming your friend, then go ahead and then go and straight up go into more, as a relationship.
Yeah, because that's kind of like us. I mean, we were never friends like for years and years or even just 1 year or a few months. Like we were total strangers. And then we just started talking, and if you guys don't know our story, we have 3 parts on that, but they're super like kind of juicy and very detailed, and it was really fun to record, and people really liked it and requested it. But yeah, we were strangers, and we just started talking, and we were like, hey, this is a good friend, and we just clicked. So think of it as a friend.
Yeah, think of it as a friend
at first.
Because when you think of it as a date, you
get nervous.
nervous and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
then let's go to really our advice and things we wish we worked on before dating, which I have a bunch, like things that I wish that I knew, like being like whenever, like being more blah blah blah, or
I don't
being more tolerant. Like for me, like you're very patient and tolerant, right? But for me, like sometimes my emotions get ahead of myself and my words. So
hard-headed.
Hard-headed.
Yeah.
But I wish that I could kind of like be more listening towards my partner,
No, I think one thing that I wish I worked on, or things that I worked on, nothing. I think I don't know, maybe
yeah, you're actually pretty good like with relationship wise, like I'm very tolerant.
Quiet. Yeah, so I really don't I don't like going into the past and saying what if I wished, because I'm always about how do I improve. I look in the future, not the past.
Well, then how can you improve? That's the same thing. So like listeners who are listening to you,
well, I can be a little bit more affectionate. Which I think
good one.
I've been working on, because I'm pretty like
low key affectionate person.
Yeah, I don't like the, what do you call it? Like you go out in
like
public.
PDA.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff.
Like even when like we hold hands, like I have to hold his hand.
It's gotten better.
He's like, hold my hand. He's like, hold my hand. Well, if you guys are listening, then you guys obviously like are interested in us. So like, the details now. He's like, hold my hand.
Yeah, I don't like showing love out. It's not that I don't love her, but it's just that I don't like showing other people that type of stuff.
He's more like a tough dude, yeah, but he has an affectionate heart, but he doesn't like, he's
That's
not like,
just, I think it's in the family gene. All our men in our family are very like, we have 2 perspectives. One is like tough looking,
but you want it.
Yeah, and then our heart are very like soft and plush.
Yeah.
So
a plush heart.
Yeah, I think a lot of men are like that. But I think for men's that, like, I think a lot of men are like, do I need to give that person? Because I think one thing, because like, guys are always like, maybe I need to give more love to my partner. Maybe she's like asking these questions like, do you love me and stuff, because I don't
do that
show
like very often.
But the thing is, no, just be you. Really, just be you and just communicate. You can try and be better at it, but like, they're dating you because they love you and you're being you, Don't be fake and like pretend like you're being another person, right? Be you, because that's what your partner is dating you for. right? So even if you aren't as affectionate like me, right? And then Kelsey is very like she's very like out
Like
I'm more like what do you call it? Conservative.
like
Yeah.
if you didn't see that, it's like
Yeah,
slowly
so
putting the arm around.
so no, just be you. And just work with it, right? Work with it. Your partner will say, "Hey, what's wrong?" You just gotta work with your partner. And I think that's something that I will probably I've gotten better.
Yeah.
Because like it's hard.
Yeah,
It's
we're
not
still
hard.
working on
Yeah,
that
I'm
for
I'm
you.
still working on trying to be a little bit more effective. Like I hate. It's not that I hate, but I just don't like saying cute stuff.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. Like I like that in a guy. Like I think that's very cool and that's very like my style. So you can be tough, like be tough and be like,
And I think
the
that's
masculine person you want to be. But really if your partner wants you to show affection and you've communicated that through, be open-minded
yeah,
and
work
really
with it.
kind of just show it slowly in different ways.
Yeah, and I think like social media persona of like a relationship is like the guy like gives so much love to the girl and the girl gives so much like that's social media and that's what social media wants you to see. But like being honest, they're probably like 50% of the guys are not like that. Like they're pretty much like quiet. I mean, there's so many like, people
Different types of
different
people.
type of people, but like there's like so many different type of perspectives and emotions that people have that you can't
Put
I
one
heard that.
oh sorry. I'm drinking coffee.
you can't like tell your partner to be like all love and affection like how social media
Portrays.
portrays, that's a word, portrays it to be.
Justin struggles with English and like grammar and writing, but I excel in that and I suck
I'm-
at like math and science and stuff like that, but he like excels in
Yeah,
that.
we
So
we work. She does all the writing and the reading and stuff for that, and then I do more of the technical back end math stuff, which it works out. But I was going, you can't portray every guy to be like that. It's not. I'm not saying it's possible, but like that's a fake relationship.
Yeah, but
right?
there's a stereotype
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
There's a stereotype that everyone's like, oh my god, that's so cute, but and I get it, and that's what the emotion gets you, but you cannot rely on your partner to give you that fake love type of persona. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
so that's something you should know before dating someone.
yeah, because I think girls are so like they're like, oh, this person isn't it because like this guy doesn't shown me anything like love or like he's so monotone and this, but that's because you're so brainwashed that a relationship has to be all like love, love, love,
Yeah.
24/7.
And we talked about those expectations and how
Yeah.
you have to let go. You can have that in your head, and there is that person who can give you that. But you have to kind of let go of that expectation from 100% of that expectation to maybe like 80%
Mm-hmm.
when you're with someone who can actually work towards that with you.
Right.
So you have to let some things go, and that's what I've really understood and learned more about being in a relationship with you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like to let some things go, let my ego go, right?
Yeah.
That's something that I can work on now. Like let my pride go.
Right.
Like even though I want to win a conversation or an argument, I have to let it go from 100 to maybe 70% and consider what he oh my gosh, I'm getting like heated and consider what like I'm like punishing myself and like consider like your pride and where you're coming from too.
So make sure you're talking to the thing because I heard the pop because your
Oh.
your spit probably went on the mic. Anyways,
Yeah, we need to get like 2 mics soon too.
Yeah,
but
we're-
anyways,
new. Okay, I know we just got a
A new
new
setup.
setup, but we created a studio.
it's so
And
exciting. Like
yesterday, if you're watching this on Thursday, November 12th,
12th.
Wednesday, November 11th,
Mm-hmm.
me and Kelsey decided that, hey, we're sick and tired of not having enough space.
because if this room that we're in right now, if you're watching on YouTube, it's pretty small.
It's
It's
just-
okay for this right now, like it's perfect.
But
for
we
other
used to use
things,
this room as
a workspace,
my workspace,
recording space,
Kelsey's workspace. Like it was too tight to like run businesses and try and record and do podcasts, everything in this room. And I'm not saying it's not possible. It can.
It was possible for like months and months.
Yeah,
like we've done
but
it for like years.
we just decided that, you know what, I think it's time to get a little bit more room. So yesterday we painted and we got some new furniture. And we're still waiting on a couple things. And
yeah,
I
so
think
we're not ready to show you guys.
we're not ready to show you guys,
but we have a new setup for you guys that's super exciting and it's really
nice.
good. And we did it in a quick amount of time. We just have to make little tiny like decor.
Yeah, we got some decor stuff that we're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be more cozy feeling, and we're gonna make it more like casual. Like I want you guys to come back and feel like you're just having a conversation with us,
Yeah.
just on your bed. And I guess a spoiler type of thing is we have a nice, huge couch. Yeah, that's really nice, and we're gonna yeah, too
Yeah.
much. We're giving too much,
Yeah.
but
anyways, so
the back will be nice, and
yeah. And we might put. We really like these lights that we have. If you're watching on YouTube, we have these lights in the back.
yeah.
So maybe we could move that back there.
I don't know if you guys give us suggestions. We have an idea what we wanted, and we went to go buy everything. We painted yesterday. We got pretty much everything done.
Yeah.
But because we do have this new setup, I think we're just gonna keep it for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then
While
probably
we put the finishing touches to our new setup, and we might just go back and forth. Back
and we're probably when we record when we go into the new setup, we're gonna be wearing more casual stuff. We're not. I just wore this because I had work and stuff, but I think we're gonna just like try and mold it into like a more casual, cozy feeling, and so I think that works.
It's a bigger space for us to have collabs.
Yeah, and I want you guys to feel like. I want to feel more comfortable. What was that? Something fell. I want to feel more comfortable. I want you guys to feel more comfortable. I don't want you guys to feel like this is like a interview. Like we're here to like talk to you.
Yeah, but even this up, like you guys said that. Shout out to Katie too. That you guys, it looked very cozy vibe.
Yeah, so we're working on things, and we're gonna keep improving. Because I think Kelsey. I think Kelsey is taking this seriously now. So
well, it's fun too, and
fun.
Knowing that you guys are watching, and I feel like there are like daily watchers out there because every time we upload, I'm watching the like the stats of our videos. Like there are like even without us like posting it on Instagram and like saying new episode, there are watchers that watch it like instantaneously, like at least 2 or 3 of you guys. So shout out to you. I don't know who you are, but yeah.
Leave it in the comment.
That's motivational
or, yeah.
for us to like really make it better.
Yeah. Oh, we're in 23 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, just giving you guys a heads up. There's gonna be a lot of cool things happening.
Okay, so yeah, I wish that I could, if going into a relationship, know that I have to let go of some things. Let go of my pride, my ego for the other person. Just to get a conversation to a solution.
Yeah, and you want to be, I think the biggest thing is just be open-minded, because it is tough to be like with somebody, but if you have your own like hard-headed like perspective that you want to go in this one lane, it's not going to work. So I think one thing that we worked on it very quickly is to sort of have 2 roads combined into one really quickly. And like you need to be open-minded, because remember, whenever you start dating the person, you don't know the previous lives that they had, right? Until you guys talk about it and get to know each other. So don't go in thinking like, what was that?
Sorry, there's stuff going on outside this room that we don't know.
Anyways, yeah, you just want to be open-minded. I think that's the biggest thing. That I want to just say is we worked on it, and I think we got very quickly at it. But one thing that if you are working as a relationship is to be open-minded both ways, on your perspective and your partner's perspective.
Yeah, so be open-minded. Really consider that you may have to let some things go, not completely, but a little bit of that go. And it's a give and take, really. Like don't be so selfish.
Yeah.
And I think that's very just more for our experience. So.
I know, but no, that's really important, because there's people in relationships where the girl. Oh, okay. I'm just kidding. Mostly, the girl side has a
And we're talking about like our relationship, like a
Yeah.
heterogeneous relationship.
genius. Do you know what heterogeneous is?
Homogeneous and heterogeneous.
Okay, maybe I don't know the definition
A
either.
hetero relationship. We're
Yeah.
speaking on behalf of our relationship.
Anyways, yeah, I think more as the girls are more like hard-headed and like they have everything has to go their way.
This is stereotypical. This doesn't apply to
No,
every
no, no. This works on
relationship.
our relationship.
Yeah.
She is
Oh,
more.
so you're talking about me.
Yeah, I'm talking about you right now. She has if something goes off and something's wrong, it's always about her. But
That's true. I'm selfish in that
which
way.
I mean, in a sense, that's okay because I think you have to be able to like she said, it's a give and take, right? So if she's not in the right mood, then you work towards her mood. If I'm not in the right mood, then she'll work towards me. And there's other ways.
But I have that thing where I like really like blame it on you and make you feel super bad.
I think if that could be fixed, and that's one thing that you could work on before you get into a relationship, I think that's like the best thing because then you will never fight because you are so open minded both ways. Now if the guy is like that, then you got to talk to the guy because
Same thing.
same thing. So just fix that, and then you're pretty solid. Because right now we pretty much know each other, and we're pretty like we've gotten to the point where like if someone's not in the right mindset or like mad or sad or something, we just cater to that person, and then we come back together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we fill your hole, and then we're like leveled, and then now we're just like pretty good now.
Oh, and there's
like an
your
energy-
analogy.
it's like an
There's
energy
the
level.
analogy for this episode.
It's like an energy level, right? If one's low, you give them your energy, and then you bring it up to the same level.
Yeah, so going back to the actual topic of this episode, which is kind of geared more towards singles, but it can also apply for you guys who are in a relationship and like trying to fix things up or make things better and improve. Yeah, these are the things to consider when going into one and kind of get ready and prepare yourself for one, what to expect and what things that you might need to like consider when going into a relationship with someone else. Yeah, so that wraps it up for this episode. That was a good one. All right, so that was our
wraps it up.
episode. Hopefully that was helpful, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.